Good evening, air signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is just to go on and just give you a more romantic reading, just to kind of show you what energy surrounds you from now until the end of this year, okay? I've decided to use a variety of oracle cards here to convey this message to you. And I'd like to first start off by welcoming any new viewers and subscribers to my channel. I certainly appreciate your subscription. And to you veteran air signs, welcome back. So what I wanted to do for you guys is to just do this reading more so in two parts, okay? I'm going to first do a reading for you single air signs out there, and then I'm just going to end the reading with those who are in an existing relationship, along with a few other messages, okay, that I'll discuss at the end, okay? Air signs recognize that this reading is not going to resonate for all air signs out there, so keep that in mind. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it adds value to your life, okay? So be sure to like and share and subscribe if you like this. And let's go on and just get moving here. Again, I'm going to start off with just discussing first, or to provide guidance for you single air signs out here, okay? So let's start by looking at the bottom card here. We have the distorted masculine, okay? So with this card, it certainly shows that there is certainly an unwillingness to trust others here. It seems that many of you have been having that problem or that issue, okay? And you've also been having a problem with not trusting your intuition when it really comes to making romantic choices here. And because you don't or haven't been trusting your intuition, it kind of got you into trouble, I'm kind of getting. All right? And it looks like that a lot of you tend to, you want a quick return with everything, okay? It seems that you're rushing and you're not, being patient. So what this card is suggesting is that this way or this approach of how you've been kind of conducting yourself, you need to kind of let this go. Because this card also has a selfish or narcissistic type tendency. And sometimes when you have this distorted masculine here in your rim, you tend to work within a win-lose paradigm, okay? And I feel that many of you are really, you have been afraid to kind of fully feel your emotions or to express those to others, okay? So spirits are kind of saying here is that, again, it's time to let this go. It's time to live in the present, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time to certainly rest and relax when it is needed, all right? Let's move right along and look at your first card here. We have self-respect. So in this position, ladies and gentlemen, what this card will kind of tell us here is it's going to show us an old pattern or a belief that you seem to be clinging to when it comes to relationships, and perhaps why you are not yet in the relationship that you desire. So again, it's self-respect there. So as it turns out with this card, I kind of feel that many of you appear to have, Lord and behold, compromise. I'm kind of getting your self-respect, and might have been, or even I'm feeling, a lot of you have sold your soul previously to the devil in your pursuit of love, or for your sake of love. And I feel that since you didn't feel yourself worthy, many of you, I feel people really took advantage of you. And maybe many of you did feel yourself worthy, but you just allowed other people to just walk all over you, I'm kind of getting. Because you were too kind, I'm getting some of you. All right? And some of you might even had a problem speaking up for yourself and therefore allowed things to fester. So much so that you were hurt in the end badly. And a lot of this stuff probably could have been prevented had you spoken up sooner. Okay? I feel that many of you remain in toxic situations extremely too long. So this card is kind of asking you to really take a peek in the mirror and look at all of the times that many of you have compromised yourself, your self-worth, your integrity, to just have a relationship? Was it really worth it, really, you know? So it's time to live in your truth, ladies and gentlemen, to really trust your intuition more that I'm kind of getting. All right? So now let's move on and see what your second card here and what this message has to say. You have luminosity. Okay, so with this card, it denotes a quality within yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, that perhaps you might have overlooked, ignored, or probably in fact diminished. And this card purpose is to really encourage you to really express this quality more openly and to confidently continue to do so from now on. So with luminosity, that shows that many of you have a glow within yourself that attracts others. So try to find your luminous center, if you will, okay? Ask for the things that you need and expect a return, okay? And be a bit more patient with yourself. Again, let go of your need to always be right and be more connected to your feelings, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Let's move right along to your third card here, all right? We have the Rainbow Reviver, all right? So with this card, this kind of indicates an action that you can take or an energy that you can embrace in order to kind of move more accurately in the direction of the kind of partner and or relationship, ladies and gentlemen, that you're really seeking here. So really feeling good internally seems to be the key here, because you can see how she's swinging the image here. She looks very happy here. So imagine that rainbow, ladies and gentlemen, cleansing and energizing you. Try to feel positive despite aspects to the contrary, you know? Even in fact, if you see rainbows in the sky, look at them, okay? And, you know, see how they might soothe you, all right? Okay, so we have that with looking at that for your reading in terms for your singles out there. So now I'm going to move right along and just examine what the cards are saying for you air signs who are currently in an existing type relationship or in a relationship that may have gone south. So I'm going to give you some information regarding that, all right? So you have, as the bottom card for your reading, you have forgiveness, all right? So certainly we all know what that means here. There's certainly a need for forgiveness. It's time to let go and let God. And I feel that many of you really need to forgive yourself or someone else completely. And I'm an air sign, so this affects me as well. So I can relate to it, you know. And I feel that some of you might be even harboring guilt, even abandonment or regret. But it's time to kind of let this go. You must eradicate this dark cloud. And you can't do it until you forgive. All right? So those of you who are inclined not to forgive someone, you need to kind of think again about that, because it's only going to hold you back if you continue to hold on to that. All right? So let's move right along and see what your first card is saying here. We have the Silver Waterfall. So the purpose of this card is that it basically denotes matters, ladies and gentlemen, from your life pretty much before your current relationship began, and it really encourages you to kind of take ownership of whatever it is that you still need to kind of resolve, or either things that you might want to consider letting go from your past. Okay, so with that said, here we have the Silver Waterfall. And so this card is kind of telling you it's time to stay a bit more balanced, you know? Stop absorbing others' toxic energy. I feel that many of you are empaths, you know? And most of you may have had a hard time protecting yourself against these lower vibrations, okay? So try to stay more balanced and healthy, all right? In doing so, again, you have to try to surround yourself with this energy. You have to learn how to protect yourself, you know, from lower type energies here, because you're going to constantly be absorbed in other people's foolishness, okay? So let's move right along, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your second card here. Okay? And we have for your second card, abundance. All right? And that's certainly a very good card here. And what this card is, the purpose of this card is just kind of, it denotes a topic that perhaps you could share or discuss or put right with your partner now, you know? It also kind of shows you what your strength and gifts are to kind of remind you that you are, in fact, lovable as well as worthwhile. So, because you have abundance there, this card is kind of telling you to realize that abundance certainly goes well beyond the cash that you have in your bank or in your pocket. Abundance kind of, kind of extends to several areas, okay? Good health and close friendships are also key. And I feel that this certainly will bring more happiness to your relationships if you realize that. Not to just focus entirely on money, which of course is good to have. However, kind of focusing too heavily on this without, kind of focusing on other things is going to certainly sabotage any relationship. All right? So let's go on and move and see what your third card is here. We have maturity. So with maturity, with this card here, it kind of denotes an area that perhaps you would benefit from, and certainly you should probably pay more attention to this right now and kind of getting. And since you have maturity, it's telling you it's time that you need to be responsible, that no one else can make you happy but you. All right? Be responsible for your own happiness, air signs. And if you want your partner to be more emotionally mature, you too have to be. You too have to be. Okay? So try to jot down your feelings and what you want in a way of a relationship. And again, the key is to, you have to first be more responsible, okay? If you want someone else to be. All right? So let's look at these other messages here, okay, before closing here. And I'm going to just, share these with you now. And we have here, understand that acceptance is certainly the key to inner peace, ladies and gentlemen. And at times, we must accept things as they are. Because certainly there is really no point on trying to change that which is really beyond our control here. All right? And try to be more aware of what you are projecting. All right? Because the qualities that you really admire in one another are qualities you both possess. And equally so, ladies and gentlemen, the qualities that you really don't like are also your own reflection. Okay? And when you're feeling a bit down and don't really know what to do, playfulness is important. And understand that laughter is certainly the best therapy. Try to have some fun together. And remember, love is certainly the greatest healer. You know? So close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and tell yourself that you really deserve to feel joyful. And you can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances that you currently find yourself in. Honor and treasure your relationship because it is truly blessed, ladies and gentlemen. And what seems to be very much important for you guys is that you need a soul alignment, okay? It's certainly time for a magical and radical change. Ask yourself, how can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? Okay? It's important that you rest, you renew, ladies and gentlemen, and you recharge your energy. Ask yourself, what does your body crave and need right now? Okay? So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to read a postcard because it seems that you guys have just received a postcard. And here it is. All right. So let me go on and just read what Spirit wants you to know. All right. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are love and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of Spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world, interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you are the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you are already. That's the real secret. You are infinite and infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Okay? So, air signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe, and, you know, if you need a more personal reading, you can definitely contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening. Thanks a lot.